If you beat, got this whole place stocking.
This is Devon speaking. I'm coming live in charge. I don't know if it's the morning or it's the afternoon, but we're here to talk about WrestleMania Backlash. Now, I do have far as like a couple predictions, a couple of spoilers, I would say, but WWE WrestleMania Backlash is live and in charge May 8th, 7 p.m., 6 Eastern, I believe. I probably just got that completely wrong, but who cares about that right now? Let's talk about the matches. So, we don't have a pretty long match card. I would say, far as after a big WrestleMania, WWE kind of decided to cut back on these matches moving forward. But the matches that we kind of have on the schedule is Cody Rhodes versus the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. Then we also got the Bloodline versus RK Bro. And you know, we are the ones. Head of the table, if you didn't notice. We also have AJ Styles versus Edge. Now, this can be kind of interesting, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Also on the match card, we have Omos versus Almighty. Sorry, correction. Omos versus Bobby Who coming in with MVP at ringside with Omos, which should be a pretty good fun one. Speaking of fun, can't go wrong with Happy Corbin and Madcap closing in everything. Oh, and I forgot, I almost quit. But we do have the famous Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown's women title. And if you didn't know, it's a I Quit match. So, got a couple matches that we could talk about. Not a really stacked up card, but a good enough pay-per-view right after WrestleMania where WWE takes that time to kind of reset everything to kind of then talk about far as the future, as I would like to say so myself. So, before we get into everything, just like to make sure you guys hit the channel, like, subscribe. It's probably my first video on YouTube. Okay, I lied. This is probably my fifth video on YouTube, but I don't count the other fours. One of the videos I had fake dreads, like literally, but I got some real ones now, I guess. But moving forward, the one that I am kinda anticipating some type of swerve, some type of spin, some type of, I don't know what you would call it, a hoax, just a crowd pleaser, is this AJ Styles versus Edge match. It's a lot of different variables going on with this match. The one big variable is that we did see AJ Styles and Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw kind of do that epic, slow reach of a too sweet. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, do not fall for it. It's over. We're not getting no Bullet Club. We're not getting no form of a club or anything in WWE. In reality, what's going to happen? Finn Balor is going to betray AJ Styles, and Finn will be aligned with Edge. Now, this is a bold prediction, and the reason why I come with this is because if we think about it, Edge new character, Edge new gimmick, the Judgment Day. That used to be a nice pay-per-view, by the way. But the Judgment Day is all about not pleasing the fans, not doing anything for the fans because Edge felt that if he did far as lean on the support of the fans and he did what was best for Edge, that he would be Universal Champion right now. I tell you right now, it never would have happened, Edge, but keep dreaming. But kind of go back in story. Edge is now lined up with Damian Priest, who also feels that if he didn't worry about so much of what the fans are thinking, that he'll probably still United States champion. Maybe his career would look a little bit better. Let's face it, Damian Priest has not been nothing since Bad Bunny. I'm sorry. So, moving forward, they try to put the United States Championship on Damian Priest. It didn't work. I forgot he even had the title at one point. Sorry, Damian Priest. It just wasn't a very remor uh, memorable win. As you can see, I don't cut anything else. I mess a word out. We're going to keep it going. But back to the story. So now we're at WrestleMania Backlash. You have Damian Priest, you have Edge, you have two superstars that are saying that they are tired of doing what's best for the fans and want to do what's best for them. So who you think is the biggest guy who need to do what's best for himself right now? Finn Balor. I'm sorry, Finn. I love you. I respect you as far as an athlete. I respect you for your craft. But at this point, Finn, you're going in circles. You're not going nowhere. Ever since you got injured at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins, you have not been able at that level at the main roster. NXT runs, we don't even have to talk about that. Finn, you're awesome. But as far as main event runs, I'm sorry. I don't even know. Can't even say it. But here we go. To add some more excitement to Finn, I possibly say let Styles get this victory because he did lose at Mania. Damian Priest is banned from the ringside, so I do see Priest comes out, try to attack AJ Styles. Possibly Finn Balor comes outside to save the day to help AJ and Pele kick. Coup de grace off the top of the rope. Boom. Bye bye AJ. Now it's 3 versus 1. That's just my bold prediction for this match and for the storyline moving forward. Another fun one that I'm so happy to talk about is Omos versus Bobby Who, the almighty Bobby Lashley. I just gotta say, Bobby Lashley, I'm sorry, I just feel like you're not a main eventer. It's gonna come back in another video. We'll talk about that a little later. I feel like you have everything that it takes, but for some odd reason, once you get close, just close to the main event, things go wrong. And being with MVP, I feel like helped brought your career to a new level. But no MVP, down to the bottom. So with that being said, Omos, I feel like he had a great tag team run with AJ Styles, but after separating with AJ Styles, he didn't have anything to kind of get him to that next level. Insert MVP, slaps Bobby Lashley. I mean, he took the name Almighty away from him. Like the moment MVP smacked Bobby Lashley, he took his almighty name and now he's Bobby Who. And you know who Bobby Who is. The man had a knock knock joke. Well, the man had a knock knock joke done by Brock Lesnar. So he's Bobby Who right now. But in this match, since Bobby Lashley actually beat Omos at WrestleMania, I see Omos getting that revenge victory. We might see a little spot where Bobby Lashley actually puts Omos in a hurt lock for maybe just a few seconds. MVP with a distraction, Omos hit with the finisher, and that's the end of that match. Moving forward, goodbye, Bobby Who. The next match, far that I want to talk about, kind of get into, is the American Nightmare versus Seth freaking Rollins. Now, this match at Mania was awesome. Words cannot describe how beautiful this match was. Just to see two guys from different sides of the totem, Cody where he started with WWE, the lineage with his father, the Dusty. See the grind of what Seth Rollins had to go through to get to where he at, to eventually meet at WrestleMania and have a beautiful match, which was a masterpiece. I mean, I'm looking for big things right now in this match. I feel like the first match at WrestleMania, they took probably roughly like 5 to 10 minutes to kind of fill each other out. I see that same beginning happening in WrestleMania Backlash, possibly maybe 5 minutes of them filling each other out, and then the fireworks, the beautiful. I lost my word. I don't know what to say, but something amazing is gonna happen. In this match, I see Seth Rollins actually winning this match just because I know it's too soon for Cody to kind of lose, but for Rollins to lose at Mania and now lose at WrestleMania Backlash, and if Rollins lose, there's no way they could continue this match until Hell in a Cell. Yes, I'm being biased because I definitely have tickets to Hell in a Cell in Chicago, and I definitely want to see Rollins versus Rhodes in a Hell in a Cell match. I'm sorry, I just want to see it. So yeah. I just lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna keep going. Let's do this. So the next match I want to talk about is Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Trying to say the most polite words I could think of, but the match at WrestleMania, let's just be honest, could have been better. Hearing all the backstage news that Ronda Rousey was upset that the fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin's Kevin Owens actually ended Mania, and she should have ended Mania. I'm just gonna say, Ronda, I respect you, I respect your craft, but this wasn't it. This match wasn't it. And you guys have a chance to kind of go out there and prove us all wrong. And a good match to kind of lead into that is a I Quit match. Now, kind of tell you, I kind of love these I Quit matches. I do feel like that Charlotte technically might win this match again. And the reason is because I feel like we're going to get a big return. We have Bailey on the sideline, and I feel like any moment that trigger will be made and bring Bailey out. Now, if we have Ronda win, they can kind of take this match into going to Hell in a Cell and possibly have a Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair at Hell in a Cell in Chicago, which I am not going to complain. But I feel like, for our story purposes, it's kind of hard. Like, I'd rather see Flair win, so I don't have to see this matchup no longer. So I'm sorry, but if I want to see a good match at Hell in a Cell, I would definitely want Ronda Rousey to win this match and take us to Hell in a Cell, and we can have a Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair in a Hell in a Cell match. Hey, can't go wrong with that, especially when you already got the Hell in a Cell tickets. So cannot go wrong. Now, this is what we've all been waiting for. It's probably not going to be the main event of WrestleMania Backlash, but I don't know. How can you beat this? How can you beat this? You have the tribal chief, the head of the table. You have Roman Reigns. You have the Usos. You have the Bloodline versus RK Bro. And you have the Scottish psychopath in Drew McIntyre. Like, not gonna lie, I was really looking forward to possibly a Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns match and get that unification title match. But guess what? We can get it in Chicago in Hell in a Cell. So I'm okay with Backlash having this. But in this match, if you kind of look through the promos and everything, we seen Rated RKO Bro and we seen Drew McIntyre actually just make the bloodline look silly. If I was a betting man, and I am a betting man, I would say that RK Bro and Drew McIntyre win this match. They would probably pin Jimmy Uso. I don't know, just a Uso. Roman's not getting pinned, but To kind of make the Bloodline strong, you would want to see the Bloodline win this match. But I see, far as Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns taking their fight outside the ring to the point that they're out of the match. They probably go into the crowd. You need a little energy to kind of pick the crowd up because they was anticipating a unification match. So I see Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns duking it out in the crowd. Probably a little a headbutt from Drew, a Superman punch, you know, something, right? Like we gotta get the crowd going. We might even see a table broken. I wanna say Drew maybe go through the table, but we gotta do something big. I definitely want to see a Claymore in the crowd, but it's probably not go like that. But hey, a brother can dream. But time to get back to the story. At the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, there will only be one. And we are